Good evening everybody, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be installing a new BlackVue dash cam, which I've had a couple DashVue black cams and they are totally amazing. This one here should be a lot better. This is actually a 4K. This is the DR900S 2CH, which is their new flagship dash cam. It's ultra high definition 4K video. It comes with everything you can see here except for this. This is a separate option. And what we have here is the BlackVue Power Magic Ultra Battery Pack. This is 1224 volt to charge it, and of course 12 volt out. And it has a cord here that you will plug into the back of this unit right here that has the lighter plug on the end of it. You connect your dash cam to. It also has a USB so you could charge other accessories if you wanted to. And then of course it has the DC in that will connect to the battery of your vehicle. And then it also has this port here where you can add another one of these if you wanted to. You can add more of these for longer life. What this does is when you're in parking mode, and normally if you're connected to your battery in parking mode, you could run your battery dead on your vehicle. Well, instead of running your battery dead on your vehicle, you're running off this battery. This battery is a 6,000 milliamp hour. It takes 40 minutes to charge it. When you're hardwired, if you're connected to a lighter socket, it takes 80 minutes to charge it. It can last up to more than 24 hours, so it should be plenty of time while you're at work or at night when you're at home to run this off your battery instead of running it off your vehicle. And when you start your vehicle the next morning or after you get off work, then it'll be charging off of the vehicle's battery. Okay, now we're going to take and go install all this. We'll put our front camera on, our rear camera on. This is our connecting cable that connects the front to the rear. So it's the video and the power for this rear camera. It also, one cool thing is it comes with a 64 gig micro SD card. So you don't have to worry about purchasing one of them. If you'll stay tuned to the end of this video, I'm going to tell you about the giveaway that I'm having on this. And when I get 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway, so check it out at the end of this video. Okay, we're going to take the camera, take this lens cover off, and then go ahead and peel this off out of our way. The protective cover they put on it, take our mount off so we can get to it. There's a little tab here, and we'll peel this off. And what we want to do is locate a place where we're close to the center of the vehicle and up high. Okay, as you can see, I've already got my plug here, and this is from my last BlackVue camera that I just took out. So I don't have to route my cable for that. I'll just have to route my video cable to the rear camera. What we want to do is find a place where it's going to be up high. That's going to look pretty good right there. And we'll peel off this adhesive off the back. And this is really strong stuff, so make sure that you got it where you want it before you press it onto the windshield, or it's going to be hard to get off. So I'll line about right there and fairly level. I can tilt the camera where I need it, like so. And then if I plug this in, it's already connected there, so it should come on. And it does, but I don't have the memory card in it right now, so we'll shut it back off and we'll go ahead and hook up the cable, put the memory card in, hook up a cable for the rear. There it says no SD card. Alright, as you can see, I went ahead and stuck a couple of these adhesive mounts that hold the cable, and that's for my video cable that runs to the rear. You can actually tuck this all back under here if you'd like. Now I need to take and install my micro SD card, so I'll have to unplug this. There's a little place to get a hold of it right here. Pop the cover off. Snap the little cover back on. And plug this cable back in. And now for my cable that goes to the rear, I can plug it in. Snap it into the little grommets here. I need one more over here. Okay, I ran my cables right along here my video and my power cable, and then down goes my power cable. My video cable goes under this trim, and I ran it right down the side. On the Jeep, it's pretty handy because you have this padding and the straps for my net top, so I just put them under the straps all the way to the back. And then you can see at the back I mounted the camera here so none of these lines from this heated glass will interfere with it, and put one of the cable holders right here, run it with my antenna wire, my heated line right there, back under, and then down. So it actually worked out pretty slick. Okay, as you can see, this is where I've got my PowerMagic Ultra battery pack installed, and I got the lighter plug right up here and plugged in. You plug this in to where it says Dashcam, and then plug your Dashcam cable into that. So now we'll be running off the battery pack.
BlackVue for your safe driving. Starting normal recording.
Okay, we should be up and going. It initialized the SD card when I started the vehicle. We're connected to the PowerMagic Ultra battery pack, and it's charging the battery pack, so whenever we shut it off, and when it goes into parking mode, it'll be running off the battery pack. We should be ready to go. So let's go ahead and go down the road and make some video and see what it looks like. Okay, first we need to set up our phone so we can connect to it. So we'll turn on the Wi-Fi on this by pushing our button one time.
Wi-Fi on.
Okay, when we go into our settings to our Wi-Fi, we should be able to see the BlackVue 900S, and we'll click on that. I've already entered the password, so we'll be ready. Now we'll go into the app itself, the BlackVue app that you download. We click on that. We can click on BlackVue Wi-Fi. Opens it up here. This will show our recordings. There's one recording on here. This is a front recording, and with the arrow facing to the back of the car, that's the rear recording. We can go into the settings here where you can update the firmware. You can download the firmware and then update it in here. This is your firmware settings, so you can set your time and date. You can set your G-sensor sensitivity. In here you can change pretty much all your settings. You can change the LEDs, what they do. You can change the volume. You can change the scheduled reboot time. It needs to reboot once in a while. And your text overlay that will be on there. So that's pretty much what we got in the settings. You can see it recorded a little bit more here. And we'll go down the road and check it out too. While we're in here like this, you can actually click on your camera and it will show the front view. You can see inside my garage there. If you click this little vehicle with the arrow toward the back down here, you can change it to rear view. So that's going to show outside my garage right there. Go back to front view, and it's actually going to record both. So let's go down the road and see what the recording looks like.
Starting normal recording. Wi-Fi on.
Okay guys, we'll start this drive. It's daylight, it's not dark yet, so if you'll notice on the screen, you can see at the bottom left it shows the date and the time and the miles per hour. Of course it's on 0 right now because I'm not moving. It shows live HDR, which means we are recording in 4K 30 frames per second on this front camera, and then on the rear camera we are recording in 1080p HD 30 frames per second. And then on the front top left corner you can see where I put the Woodzman Adventures. You can do that in the settings. You don't have to do it, but you can do that if you want to have your name on there or whatever kind of an ID you want. So just an overlay. So we'll go up the road and see what it looks like. We are at 6:37 p.m. here, so it's not dark yet. The sun's actually going down, but it's not totally down yet. It's setting over there in the west, so we should be able to get some pretty good daytime video, and then when we get done with this one, I'll do some nighttime video and put at the end of this. And don't forget to stay to the end of the video to hear about the giveaway on one of these cameras. And I did test the speed with the GPS on this BlackVue, and it's exactly accurate with the speedometer on this Jeep Wrangler. So the speed that you're seeing on the bottom left of the screen toward the middle a little bit, that's the speed that we're doing. Now that's an overlay too that you can turn off if you don't want the speed. So if you plan on speeding and doing something wrong and having it on your videos, you might want to turn that off. But it's a good thing to have also that showing that, hey, I wasn't speeding. Here's the video showing what I was doing. As you'll notice with the 4K on the front camera, that is extremely wide angle, so you're probably going to see the edges of the headliner on the Wrangler, and you're going to see quite a bit of the hood, which all of the hood exactly, but you're going to see a lot of it. And you're also going to see an Amish boy on a scooter pedaling up the road, and his mom's coming out there saying, get out of the road because there's somebody in this Jeep going to run you over. Dad's out there tending to the horse and buggy. An Amish with a tube, you know that's unheard of. So I'm thinking that the audio is going to sound pretty good. I watched one of the video clips and the audio is actually pretty good. I'm not trying to talk loud, I'm just talking normal in here so you can tell how loud the audio actually picks up inside the cab. And the audio is something else that you can turn off if you don't want the audio on. So a good way to do these videos is whenever you're driving down the road and you see something like a wreck or say a deer in the road, something that you want to save the video on, the best way to do that is write that time down so you can look back at the video. But sometimes I would, if I'm going to be on the road for a long time and I'm afraid of losing that video, I will actually stop and log on to the BlackVue Wi-Fi of the camera, open the BlackVue app, go into my videos on that time, and then I can download that video front and rear if I want to my iPhone. Okay guys, this here is the rear video. As you can see, it looks really clear, and this is 1080p 30 frames per second on the rear. But the rear camera, as I was saying, is going through the tinted rear glass, so what you're seeing is through the tint, which I don't think will be too bad because it's not extremely dark tint. Switch back to the front camera here. And we'll go down here and pull into the Walmart and see if we can see tags on the car, how good they are readable. It should actually be pretty good with the 4K ultra high definition video on the front camera, so it should be extremely good. You can read them in 1080p, but 4K has got to be better. You can see the Arkansas tag on that vehicle right there, and the little red car, see the Missouri tag on it. So we should be able to see tags if there was a need to. So that's going to be it for our daytime video. And right after this, I will show you what it looks like at nighttime on front and rear cameras. Okay guys, now we're starting the nighttime here. So we'll take a stroll through town. Check out the front video. And then here's a clip of the rear video. There's quite a bit of lights right down through this part of town. Looks like the police have somebody pulled over down here. Or maybe there's a wreck. Yeah, looks like we got a wreck down here.
I hope there's nobody hit the people on the bicycles, because the other night they pulled out in front of me when I come through here.
Yeah, bicycle versus car is usually not good.
Oh, and they have no reflectors on. And they're in dark clothing. It makes it hard to see them coming across the road at you.
Well, the cop just shut his lights off, so maybe they're going to let us go through. Probably a fender bender right there.
Couldn't tell.
It was a state trooper too. Okay, that was nighttime through town, and then we'll see what the video looks like at nighttime without all the street lights around. Okay, here we are on the back road, and there's not so many lights out here. There'll be a few pole lights, but we can get an idea of what it would be like recording. There's a couple of dogs, actually 3 dogs in the ditch. I hope it got it on the video, we'll see. But and a pole light here on the left, but it gives us an idea of what it'd be like out on the back roads. The rear camera may not show much at all because you ain't got headlights shining back that direction, so it won't be too good. Gotta watch for the Amish that was out in the road when I come up through here earlier. Little Amish boy in the mall was telling him to get out of the way. Okay, now I'll turn on this light bar on top of this Jeep and see what it looks like. When you're in this Jeep and you turn it on, it's pretty incredible how good it looks, but we'll see how it turns out on this 4K video. You can definitely see a lot more bugs. No, that's not snow, that's bugs. I'm going to tell you what it takes to enter the contest to win one of these. This is the BlackVue DR900S 2CH 2-channel 4K Dashcam. And if you win this, you're going to get it shipped to you for free by BlackVue with a 64 gig memory card in it. And what you got to do is you're going to have to subscribe to my channel. If you're not a subscriber, you got to click the thumbs up on this video. You have to watch the giveaway video that I posted right before this one, and you're going to have to click the thumbs up on it also, and comment below on both videos saying that you want it, and share this to Facebook, both videos to Facebook, to be in the contest. So good luck, and I hope you win. Catch y'all in the next one. Right on.